The biggest thing that you need in school that I personally think after sixth grade is that you need to be involved in both clubs and academics. You can't just like cram on your academics or not focus on academics and do all the clubs at school. You have to be able to balance them. Moderation. My mom always tells me you have to be well-rounded. So you have to have a bunch of different qualities that'll make people be attracted to you. And that's why I do Model UN, but I also take AP Global, and I take Spanish, and I also am a swimmer. It's a good balance of activities.
So some of the things that I've done to prepare myself since I've come to sixth grade is I've taken the higher level classes that most people shy away from, and this year I think I take 8 either college, AP, or honors classes. And I think the biggest thing is, and I know we've talked about it before, that when you go to apply for college, they look at what your school offered and what you took. So, okay, you might have a 95 overall average, but you took our Regents classes. So I also think that taking those AP classes, even if you have an 85, is better than having a 99 in a Regents class. And once again, like just going back to sports, and I know for different people it might be piano or an instrument, which I think is great, but just for me personally, being on a sports team and knowing that's something that I possibly want to do in college has been a big part of staying focused and having a goal, and I know that's something that I want to pursue when I get older. And as far as going to college, I definitely want to do something in the medical field. My dream profession would be a specialty cardiothoracic surgeon, and that's I've always been interested in medicine, and science and math has always been kind of my knack in which I've been good at. So some of the things that I've been doing is I do some of the pre-college programs over the summer at the U of R. Mrs. Hudak, the Careers and Exploration Advisor, has shown me programs at Highland Hospital, the U of R, and General Hospital, and those have been things I've been able to do to get real life experience, to know if this is something you want to do or not. And I also think that going out and doing internships and things like that are important, because you don't want to apply to college, get in, and then find out that you hate it because you've never been able to go and actually experience it before. Like, you might have seen it on TV, like, oh, that's cool, that's fun, but that's not really what it is when you go into college and you have to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning studying. And I think that, like what Jackson was saying, being well-rounded and getting yourself into other things besides just all academics or all sports is a good thing, because colleges look at that. You have really good grades, but you don't know how to interact with another person face to face. Or you're the #1 lineman, but you're failing every single last class. So I think that good balance and helping people find that is a really good thing. And outside of my family, my best support system has really been my guidance counselor. Even when I know people feel like, oh, you go to guidance when you get in trouble, but that's really not how it is. If you go to your guidance counselor and they're there to help you. And just being here, and it's November 29th. Yeah, it's November 29th. I've met with Mrs. Howe on multiple occasions just to make sure I'm taking the right classes. And after I took the PSATs to make sure I can check to see what my scores are and what that means and what can I do to get better has been a really big part of it. So preparing early makes you feel a lot less nervous as you go into your most important year, your junior year, when you take those big tests and things like that. So I think preparation and having a really good school support system is important.